Yo, buckle up, because it's about to get interesting now.
Yo me la vivo, a mí no me importa lo que diga la gente.
Esa es la reencarnación de Kobe.
A correr los de...
A lot of pressure.
El equipo voló en canto.
El tipo es una bestia, el tipo es un animal.
Sense of pride there.
Como el cuco, no lo menciona y no aparece.
Matt Cruz. You represent more than yourself.
Los números están.
Whenever you see this glove, you already know what's the deal.
Claro que sí.
Sé que me caché.
Off when I want.
¿Quieren drama? Vaya a seguir otro programa.
I'm gonna give you an etiquette, and then I'm gonna give you a rule.
Usted está mejorando gracias a eso. ¿Tú quién eres ese chamaco antes que lo subiera?
Andando, papi, la costilla hoy.
Está ahí de Carlito está, pero
Yo quiero.
War number one, I don't know what to do with him.
a otro nivel.
Yo, buckle up, because it's about to get interesting now.
Yo me la vivo, a mí no me importa lo que diga la gente.
Esa es la reencarnación de Kobe.
A correr los de...
A lot of pressure.
El equipo voló en canto.
El tipo es una bestia, el tipo es un animal.
Sense of pride there.
Como el cuco, no lo menciona y no aparece.
Matt Cruz. You represent more than yourself.
Los números están.
Whenever you see this glove, you already know what's the deal.
Claro que sí.
Sé que me caché.
Off when I want.
¿Quieren drama? Vaya a seguir otro programa.
I'm gonna give you an etiquette, and then I'm gonna give you a rule.
Usted está mejorando gracias a eso. ¿Tú quién eres ese chamaco antes que lo subiera?
Andando, papi, la costilla hoy.
Está ahí de Carlito está, pero
Yo quiero.
War number one, I don't know what to do with him.
a otro nivel.
EA, we are live. Once again, here we go. Nolo boy, hashtag Red Cup. You know how we do. This is how we do it. Once again, we back out here live, and we call on golf here. When we call sports. Hey, Miguel, what's going on? How you feeling, man? Talk to me, man. How's it going, man?
Bro, woke up breathing this morning. I'm still doing it. Imagine that, bro. Once you're alive, you are alive. Not knowing, you won't know if you're not alive. So knowing is the best part of life, man. So you already know, man. You know the vibes. You know what it is.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all great. Hey, people, we got an awesome show. Awesome show coming up. We got a couple of things that just happened this weekend. It's pretty much like unbelievable, upstanding weekend of golf.
Good things happen. Something happened out there.
Jumping in the Solheim, and then jumping to like LIV, and then jumping into football. Then I was everywhere. It was just too much sports going around. Too much good stuff going around at the same time. So without no further ado, obviously we're gonna jump into our sponsors out here. You know, QV.
Let's get
QV Quality Ventilation. And by the way, manager, CEO of it told me if every month, please change your filter. All right, your air filter. Just want to let you know. Try to keep that air that you're breathing is polluted if you don't change that. But don't take it from me. Take it from
let's just show
quality ventilation. And remember
that we talk Spanish, English, a little bit of everything. Spanglish if you want.
All day, every day. Hey, just keep that in mind. And they go worldwide. They go all the way around. They get to you. So make sure you contact them through those the webpage, or just send an email out there. You got the email in there. And just double check them out, man. Once again, Miguel, we had a lot of good stuff this weekend. Let's just quick jump on it. Let's go to that PGA fall tournament that happened this weekend. We didn't mention it last week, but we're gonna tackle it this week.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right? So we're talking about the Procore, formerly known as the Fortinet, which now the Fortinet went to the LPGA with the Boston TPC like about a week ago or whatever. But now this one is called the Procore Championship, which it was dominated wire to wire. Patton finally got that conquers Napa, gets his third win. Talk to me about him, man. I don't want to go into it and steal your thunder right here.
No. Listen, he's not this kid that won it. He's been in the tour for a while, right? This guy, he can play. It's been a minute, right? He didn't win for a hot minute. 2017, 2018. He didn't win for a hot minute, but I'm going to give you those. But I want to give you some information about this guy. This guy, This year he played 19 events. Okay, he won one, which is this one, right? He got 3 top 10s. He got 7 top 25s. Out of 19 events, he made the cut 9 times. He missed 10 cuts, which that probably got him there. But having 3 top 10s and 7 top 25s, it's decent. And having a win now, and remember, right? These guys are competing in the fall. FedEx, there's a FedEx for this regular season, and then there's a FedEx for the fall. This consists of 8 events, and only from the 50. If you guys recall, right, the 50, what was the BMW? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
those already are secure for next year's most of some quality events, some signature events. The top 5 are exempt in a whole bunch of others, but the top 50 they qualify for some. I think it's like 7 or 8 events that you can count on them. Or
US Open is 4 events: US Open, the Masters, and if I'm not mistaken, it is my goodness,
the British US Open or the British one.
But
anyway, there's a FedEx fall. There's 8 events in the FedEx fall, and these only the 51 and over can get these points. Like right now, he just won. Patton won. He won 500 points out of 6 million. The purse, he gets 1 million out of that, and it makes this his 3rd win. So right now there's a fall, and then this can qualify whoever wins these tournaments. Right, it can qualify them for the first event of the year, which is the Century. So obviously he gets them into that. So winning this tournament is big. In the fall, there's some people still have in mind. Diagala won this last year.
Yep.
So and he was in this year. You see, so these people, they try to get ahead of it, the game here. Then Max Homa won it twice in a row, 2021, 2022, by -16, -19. Diagala won it -21, and Peyton won it. Patton won it on -20, which that looks like the score of that's going to win.
Yep, it looks like the score for to get that in.
To get that number. And a little more about him, right? In his career, he played 242 events, 3 PGA Tour wins. He out of 242, he made 141 cuts. So that's 100 cuts, 101 cuts that he didn't make. 2 runners up, 2 third places, 10 top 5s, 25 top 10s, and he joined the tour, when in 2016. And he officially made $13 million. So he's been playing for a while. This kid has been playing for a while. It's just the opportunities that come upon people. This tells you that it's anybody's game, right? There's a field of 100-something plus, and anybody can win it. That's why the beauty of the game is so beautiful, because it's anybody's day. You put 4 days together, and anybody can win it. It's not like there's not a Jordan that's going to win every game. It's not somebody that's going to make this is definitely anybody's game. So shout out to him, shout out to his caddy. I'm sure that you can see the smile on his face, like, God dang it, I won. Can't believe it.
Yeah, it took him 6 years to win it again. But whenever he first came in on 2016, his first win was in 17 actually. And it was, if I'm not mistaken, give me 1 second. Okay, it was the Worldwide Technology Championship. He won it, and right after that, he won the Sony Open in Hawaii. So it's pretty.
In Hawaii, yep.
So he came in within 2 months.
He started off hot.
Yeah,
started off hot.
Everybody was like, "Oh shoot, hands up!" Like this dude is gonna take over, right? So it is pretty nice to see him back in the winning circle after a slump of 6 years. Oof, man.
Yeah.
It is
and
tough.
I'm sure he got that opportunity because the LIV people too, right?
Of course.
Still there. So now they leave, and it gives him, a boost up, right? He probably started off hot because he was coming into the league, and he was coming off fresh, a lot younger, this, that. A lot of PGA Tour.
A lot of people
they all
left.
got good.
They all
now it gives him the opportunity to
sneak in. Now
there.
you got sneak in there. right now he won. The earnings right now was 1.1 million and
a little over a million. Yeah, a
80,000.
little
Yeah,
over a million. Yeah,
little change in there.
yeah.
Currently he is world rank on number 99 in the world rankings, and in the fall, the FedEx, he's number 70 right now with that win.
Yep.
So he is this Auburn University product, you know, AU all day, right? For those that follow that. So he came through once again, his his third win. So it's pretty much moving forward. He is from actually Alabama, so roll tide, but he actually went to the Auburn University, so it's pretty good. So you know, it's like within house kind of like rivalry.
Yeah.
You spoke about Tigala Miguel. Tigala actually finished. I think it was 6. I'll tell you right now. Tigala
he tied for
actually
7. Tied for 7 this one. Yeah,
tied for 7. Rafa Campos, a Puerto Rican representative. He's 13.
That's so funny. I was gonna say that.
Yep.
Shout out to Rafa Scampo to see him up there. I was gonna actually say that. See him up there is pretty. We pick him once in a while because it's our, you know. But
Matt
him
Cooch,
up there.
Yeah, Matt Cooch. He did better than Matt Cooch out there. So he was playing. Matt Cooch got tied with a whole bunch of people at 13 with a -9.
Yep.
So actually, no, he actually didn't do better. He tied Rafa Campos around there. So there's a couple of them that was in there, like Jonathan Vega. Shout out to him. He finished tied for 32. There's Min Woo Lee also tied for 32 with Jonathan Vegas. Who else?
Huge?
What home finish?
The Canada prodigy, the Mackenzie Huge.
Yeah,
he finished tied for 4. So you know,
Max Homa didn't make the cut. Also, you know who didn't make the cut? I think it was our boy Clark. Clark didn't make the cut neither.
Yep. We got
Wyndham Clark didn't make the cut. I think he didn't make it.
Wesley Bryant, I think that's him. Let me see. Yeah, Wesley Bryant. Yeah, he's like a YouTuber.
Yeah,
he made a move.
Wow.
You know?
How about that? Wyndham Clark and Homa didn't make the cut. Gary Woodland didn't make the cut. Like, we talking about people that like
Hoffman,
top tier people, man. We're not talking about like that's the beauty of golf, man. You can be big name.
Webb Simpson was in there in the field. That's a good one,
man.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them. There's Patrick Rogers. He's a good player. Patrick Rogers was not. You know, he did really good this year.
Tied for 37.
There's a couple people.
Wow.
A couple people that stayed up. Wow. But that's just, you know, that just tells you, you know, Camilo Villegas is in there. That just tells you that it's not over because the FedEx, you know, the season of the FedEx is over, you still got 8 events that can boost you for the next 2025 here, get you into a couple positions to get you to next year where you have to be. So the grinders, I say the grinders that was almost there, that had almost a good year, that they could have had a good year, they're grinding it still at the end to start next year solid. So
definitely,
a lot of them are going to go to bed, take vacation.
And talking about the grinders, well, Wyndham Clark didn't do that good this time. However, he is going to be in the event coming up this weekend, which is the President's Cup out there at Royal Montreal Golf Club. So, hey, Miguel, I'm expecting fireworks from this for this President's Cup. We kind of briefly talked about it last week, but we're gonna jump in here and talk to you again about the teams, just to give you a quick roundup of what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen this week. Obviously, first day is gonna be like a four round match, if I'm not mistaken, a foursome.
Yep. A foursome. Yep. Of 2 players each.
Yep. And
I think they take the first one is take their best score out of both of them, and then the second day I think it's a alternative shot. You hit mine, I hit your shot. You hit mine, I hit yours. You hit mine.
So out here once again, this is the U.S. team right now. We got a couple of rookies in there.
Getting sharp.
I think U.S. is gonna run with this, just like. I think the U.S. team is gonna run with this. My boy Tigala, he's there, man. Tigala, you're gonna
no, that's solid team right there.
Yeah, man.
We
How
we
it's
did talk
just
about
crazy.
some people that left out though, but
Yeah,
this is solid.
I feel like a couple of them should have been in there. But uh, it's kind of iffy. I think I felt like more in the international team, they left more people out than in the U.S. team. U.S. doesn't have a bad one. Just I would say Vatia was the one that we was talking about last week, and I'm missing one more. I know it was Vatia and one more. I think it was
For
Homa.
the United
Oh no,
States.
Max Homa. Yeah, for the United States, it was Vatia, and it was one more.
Oh, there was a couple of them that they left out
Yeah,
that we
yeah. It was
talked
like,
about.
but just imagine
Yeah.
the format, the foursomes. Whenever you match together Scotty, Scheffler, and Scheffler.
Yeah,
Bro, you imagine that like automatic? Like how do
that's
you
it.
want to pair this?
How would you pair? That's what I was gonna ask you. How would you see the pairing? Because that you're gonna go versus the McElroy and versus Lowry. Maybe I don't think Lowry didn't make it. Did he make it on the?
Mm-mm.
He
No,
didn't make it, right?
no, he didn't make it. That's one of the ones that we're gonna be talking about here in a second.
Yeah. So being the matchups with those two guys, imagine Hideki with Rory or something like that versus Scotty and Xander. That's a super match right there. Let me tell
yeah,
you, that's like a super match. Like who I'm really interested in seeing in this match that I hope he comes out big is Max Homa. Max Homa, the last couple years, he made 2 points to 0, but there's been other years that he's been 0, tied and 0. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see Max Homa like really and Thigala really show up, like get their points. Winham, I'm definitely need him to show up. I don't know. Keegan Bradley, he's fresh off of a win. Scotty, #1 player in the world. Xander, #2 player in the world. Tony Finau. Tony Finau did a good year. He's been good in the President's Cup.
yeah.
He does really, really well in these type of events. I don't know about Harman. I don't know about Harman, Hanley, or Cantley. I think those 3 picks we could have did something else, but the history says that they do good in President's Cup too. That's why we have 12 1-1 right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
yeah.
went with
And I think this year they're gonna do it again. They're gonna kill this. Um, I don't think there's any issues. It's just the pairing, obviously. But I definitely would like to put Patrick Cantley, which is a good putter. He's good stroke with the putter with somebody that struggles more in putting wise. So
and pit him with the long hitter, like a
yeah,
long.
I will put him somewhere in there with like maybe
I think
pair him with Tony Finau maybe or
yeah, that's good. That's a good
yeah,
pair. I can
because
see that. Tony can hit it out there.
yeah, I think Tony is a long driver. And Patrick Cantley is more like a finesse kind of precise hitter. As far as approaches wise goes, obviously Conley Marikawa is a phenomenal wedge hitter,
Wedge,
and iron hitter. Like he's so
yeah.
clean. So I would also pair him with a good putter or a person with a good putter. Like
I would like to see.
Keegan Bradley is one of them too that could
Who would you pick Keegan Bradley with? Because he gets fired up real quick and he gets hyped real fast and stuff, but he gets a little slow in these events.
No, I will play Catley with him.
Yeah. You know, or either him or Brian Harman.
Catley can take his time with his putter and getting set.
Oh man, that'd be the slowest.
The tempo for them too is going to be like perfect. You know, kind of like
be so slow to take off.
Yeah, it was. The international people will be thrown off after that. So, but definitely
they can't play with Oberg.
Yeah. Oberg. The Oberg is one of the other ones that I'm pretty mad about. But yeah, definitely Max Homa. I will pair Max Homa with Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham Clark, bro. That's so crazy.
That's gonna be crazy out there, man.
That would be a great matchup.
There's a lot of good. It's a lot of good pairings options in here.
Colin,
So,
Colin with Tony
bro,
too. Colin with Tony.
no,
Get it out there for him.
Scheffler with Sam Burns is best friend, bro. Like it's just perfect. It's made for each
Yeah,
other. Like it's
those
made for
two.
each other.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. The
you
putter.
know,
Yeah, but he's a good putter. Scotty's a good putter. Sam's is okay with it.
I think Finau and Tigala is one of the best pairings in there too. I think them two can do
You know
some
what? I
damage.
would take Tony with Colin because Tony can get it
Okay.
out there for him. Morikawa can get it on the green, and
Yep.
they both are good putts.
That's a good pairing too. I think Tony
That's
Finau and Tigala are a good mix with whoever you pair him with. I think those two are like real versatile, like in there that
Yeah.
you can feed anybody
Okay, I
with
got a
them.
question for you.
So what's
Who
up?
would you like to see if it came down to the wire to make a last putt out of all these 12 men? Who are you picking, and who are you confident that will make the last putt if it came down to one last putt?
One last putt out of all of them.
One last putt out of all of them, who are you giving the shot? It's like having the line, you at the free throw, who you giving the ball, technical foul, you got to pick one to make the last free throw. Who are you picking?
I mean, that's hard, but I have to
Let's put a
go.
12,
I
let's put a
have to go
12-foot putt
12-foot putt.
just to pick it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I will go. Honestly, I have to go with Scheffler after
I
seeing.
got my
I
I got
gotta
my
go with
guy.
Scheffler. He's ranked number 1 on the tour, so I gotta go with the hot hand with him. I go
If it's a
Scheffler all
putt,
day. If it's a
I'm
putt,
going Xander. If I'm going putt, I'm going Xander.
I was gonna go
Xander,
Sander, yeah, but I think Scheffler
yeah,
has
he'll make it good.
been potting lights out. But it's gonna be interesting pairing, man, as you can see. Also
Oh, it's tough.
all depends on the course too, because you got a lefty with Brian Harmon. So all depends what
Yeah,
angle, because that's a lefty right there that you can take advantage of that too as well. So
Good luck,
it's
Jim Furyk. Good luck.
Henley is really
sure.
hot right now. He's hot. So he came out of the oh my god,
I can
out of
see him,
the
with
tour
who?
out of the tour. He came out of there hot. I really would have loved to have Vatia instead of Henley. I'm not, no offense to Henley. I think he had a great year, but I think Vatia has a
Yeah.
better repertoire that he can mix with the other
Agree.
players a little bit better. Just my opinion on that. I don't know if it's overall, but however, even though Henley is there, he could mix the same way. But I feel like the Vatia game serves everybody, just like Tony Finau or Tigala as well. So just if you want a slow pace, Canley mix with Bradley, and you're gonna have the slowest pace. Make sure you leave them on the singles for the last
fastest
days.
pace for them, or the fastest pace with their guys, so they can get
put them in the back. Put them in the back. If they play any singles, got to be the last one in the singles. Don't put them in the front.
I think Russell and Patrick too make a good.
Yeah, definitely. So this is the USC, and let's jump into the international team right quick. So this is what problem comes into for me personally. This is what problems come in. So where is Oberg? And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not saying
Victor Hovland.
We're not saying that it is.
These are good picks.
We're not saying nothing about this players right here. We're all just talking about players that were supposed to be in here that are within the top 10. Once again, we do not have information. We don't have information if McIlroy, Oberg, all of them said no, right? Because they wanted to take this week off. So, and they prep, that McIlroy was playing a DP tour also as well this weekend. So I don't know if he got another tour coming up. I don't know if he got another event coming up. So that's why he didn't want to participate on the President's Cup, just also to give opportunity for others to have this chance and see how experience the President's Cup. We got several people that are new as well, new rookies out here. So, example, Oberg would have been a rookie in here, but I think Oberg would have mixed. I think Oberg would have automatically qualified because I think he finished top 20 or something like that, or top 10.
Victor Hovland.
We're talking about Fleetwood as well. Like, where's Fleetwood? Like, there's in the international world,
Laurie.
there's a whole bunch. This team could have been a whole lot. Maybe they had plans prior to the prior mentioned, like Rory, Oberg, Fleetwood, all this personnel that we talking about. Maybe they said already, like, no, let the new blood come in and kind of have the experience. Laurie, another one, first time he gets to the tour, like he's hot. Like I don't know, like he was hot.
Yeah, I don't.
So it's a couple of them that
they probably went up. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably went to them and they were like, they already told them, like, yo, listen, I'm not gonna do the President's Cup.
I'm gonna be busy that week,
Yeah.
or yada yada yada.
Yeah, I will not participate in the President's Cup because I want to participate in the Riders Cup. You know, maybe for the Riders Cup they're gonna be around.
Yeah.
So,
Remember, you need
something like that.
4. Yeah.
So something like that could have happened in here. Miguel, who you would pair? They pair Scheffler and Chaffley together. How you will attack this? How do you attack this?
Team, if they pit Pippen, Jordan, and Pippen, the Stockton and Malone here would be Hideki with either Hideki with Jason Day, Adam Scott, or Tom Kim. Those are the 3 people I'll mix him with. That's the Stockton to Malone.
I will definitely go with Hideki. I would love to tell you that I would like to have Adam Scott, but I think Adam Scott should be able to mentor some of these young kids. So I will put Hideki with Tom Kim definitely to attack those 2.
That's yeah.
I will put
that's a good one.
I will pair Sang-Woo Kim with Sang-Woo M. So I will pair Jason Day with Tom Kim too as well. Like those 2 can rally up. So about the
Jason Day with Mi Woon Lee.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, for him as well.
I put him with
I like a couple of pairings in there, but it's just I'm to be honest, man, I'm slightly disappointed. I wanted to see Oberg in there.
There's some other
disappointed, man. I'm slightly disappointed on that. And then Oberg his first year, Fleetwood would have been like a big mix in there. But once again, maybe they're holding Victor Hovland, my guy. You know, Victor. And Victor, you could have put Victor with Tom Kim. Tom Kim got a crazy short game, and that's where
even Jonathan Vegas could have did.
Yeah, Jonathan Vegas could have been in there. So it's a concerned part on it, right? So it will be interesting how they will pair, how they will attack the U.S. team. Who you would like pair with Adam Scott? Who you put Adam Scott with?
Like versus or with?
No. If it's the 4 match, like who you pair him with? You know, Adam Scott got a crazy putter.
Yeah, you know what? Corey Corners.
Okay.
Kerry Corners, because Kerry Corners has a similar styles, really good smooth swing, both of them. I think they'll get along well too. You know, like being a little. Because all the rest of them, they look like kids, but I don't know, you know, the Korean, and I don't know that side, how they take their age. But a lot of them are young. I'll tell you that. I think
most definitely.
More experience, you know, a lot to talk about.
Yeah, most definitely it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenging. It's going to be a challenge for them. For them, it's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be no easy task for them.
Good luck for the captains, you know, Mike Weir and Jim Furyk.
Man, it's going to be a headache. Well, before we jump into the female side of the house, let's go out there and get a break right quick with Pepatos Charcuterie. What you think, Miguel? Let's jump on it, right?
Man, show them what it's all about, bro. So with them.
Pepatos Charcuterie. Ladies and gentlemen, they have created something unique to share with friends and family. The charcuterie box, cup, or board includes variety of meats, cheese, fruits, olives, nuts, crackers, and sweets. The charcuterie is perfect for birthday parties, anniversary, girls' nights, business meetings, and much, much more. Please contact them through Facebook or Instagram or the webpage, charcutieryltd.com. And remember, se habla español.
And remember, we don't need to just talk English. We can talk the Spanish. We can talk the Spanglish. Mix it
Then
all up.
once again in Killeen, Texas, check him out, man. Check him out once again. Well, this weekend was a crazy weekend. It was definitely, and I keep saying this name wrong, but let me say it again. The Solheim Cup.
The
The Solheim,
Solheim.
Solheim Cup. I keep saying it wrong. As I'm telling you, I told you about this before I said
5
it.
for
So the
5,
Solheim,
baby. Let's go.
the Solheim
5
Cup.
for 5.
So once again, it was in Robert Trent Jones, Gainesville, Virginia. So
Great course when you hear that
it
name.
was, it was outstanding. It was extremely challenging course, and the views from from the different camera angles due to the drones and stuff going around, it was crazy. Extremely competitive from the get go. The U.S. took charge and actually won it. Right. So moving around. So the U.S. actually won it this weekend by 15.5 to 12.5 by the Europeans. However, we got a couple like crazy stats like in the last day when it was the singles. Charlie Hole beat the
First,
kid, yeah, Corda, like she
Corda
took
and
took Corda out. Literally, first match started at 8:50. Man, it stopped in hole 14, like a done deal. Them giving them the point. The Europe team was actually making a comeback. It was close. The Europe team needed to score 14 points to win it, and the US only needed 14.5. So they actually got more than that. So it was pretty much an outstanding score. Great weekend for them. We called it here as well. Obviously, it was gonna they were gonna win. The US was gonna win. It's just too many inexperience or maybe too much stack core. I would say too much stack. That team on the US side, with Carapus, you have in there Can Rose Can, my girl. You have obviously Nelly Corda, Capucho. You had um what's her name? The one Langling, something like that.
don't leave Lilia Vu out.
Lilia Vu.
Don't
Like
leave Lilia Vu that actually got him
there's
the win. Birdie at the
yeah,
birdie
yeah.
at the last
What you got
hole.
on
She
that,
had
Miguel?
well, shout out to like again Lilia Vu on the 18th hole, right? On a Robert Trent Jones golf course. You know, here she is for birdie. Let's just drop in to secure the win for them right off the bat, right? If it wasn't for her, right? It's and being from last time that they met, they finished tied up in Paris. Now winning by 3 points, you know, it solidifies that, you know, that they're still close, but we finally got it back. The ladies finally got it back together, right? And obviously, shout out to Lilia Vuta for
Oh
making
yeah,
that ball, defending Nelly Core, like you said, 6-4.
yeah. That
Not, you
was.
know, that's
I think that's what
key.
surprised me. That
There's 2
surprised
points
me
right
out of
there.
the. I know that Nelly started pretty good, um, and and I think if I'm not mistaken, also, um, oh my God, somebody was perfect. It was Colleen. I forgot. Let me look for her name because I'm gonna mess her up, and I'd rather
Well,
look for her. Right.
just a little bit on Hall and Nelly because it was a good Hall won 6, 7, and 11 to go up 4 up on her. So she got her, you know, like deep in around there at hole 11. She got her there, and I don't know how. You know, it was like a number
I got
14.
it.
Could I get a 3 feet quarter approach rose just outside of Hall? So
So what was
she
crazy
could have.
was Lauren Coughlin actually, she won the Scottish Open, and then
Yeah. Oh yeah.
won the KPC, I think, what over in Canada as well. So she had this streak coming up, right? And she actually did pretty
Yeah.
good. She won all the matches, and the last match, the singles,
Solid.
she had a tie. So for a rookie to be 3.5, that was the same thing that Nelly Korda did whenever she came as a rookie into the LPGA.
Yeah.
So her first time in the I don't want to say it, the Solheim. Did I say it right?
The Solheim.
Solheim. I keep messing it up. The Solheim Cup. So I gotta keep saying it until it sticks. So my bad, people. It's just it gets me all messed up. So actually, one key Lexi Thompson, man, and the singles, man. I thought she was gonna win it. She was up most of the round, and then all of a sudden, Celine Boudier came around and took her. So this should have ended before all that. But another one from the Europe side, Easter Henselik, the one that had the silver medalist in the Olympics, she was here too. And she tied with Andre Lee. Andre Lee actually came from behind because she was like struggling a little bit. So she tried to make a push for it, but she
matched.
She got a tie. So my
match
girl
19.
Yep.
Was Georgia Hall.
Yep.
That was on the Europe side versus Allison Lee. Lee beat her 4-3. That was a good point right there for the ladies side right there as well. She would when they went back to back, I think, for 4 holes, right? They were just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Match 20, Alison Corpus defended Anna Northvikis. That's a huge 4-3. That's huge.
Yeah, the European was making a comeback, man. It was impressive. I was like all in it. I was like, I want to see something different. I was going for it, literally. So it was interesting to see them battling. And if you, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen the ladies play, this would have been like the perfect tournament to catch you because it was really, really good. The format is the same format that you're going to see in the President's Cup. So you already have like a little what to expect this weekend. Obviously, the men's are a little bit different, right? You got more edge or whatever, but there's definitely some stuff that happened in this tournament, like Charlie Hall. It's okay for you to beat the number 1 player in the world. It's okay. Everybody has a bad day every now, especially on golf. However, the way that she did it was the crazy thing. She was really, really competitive from the get-go. So one of the 2 longest hitters in the LPGA. So Charlie Hall and Nelly Korda, they went at it. I mean, it was a sight to see. It was a sight to see. Most of the time, the cameras were on both of them, right? Because it was
that's the rivalry. That's the rivalry, right? But these girls love each other. Amongst they've been playing for years versus each other. They show really good sportsmanship. The both teams. I want to give it up to both of them. Really good sportsmanship, really good competitiveness. Right at the end of the day, you're representing 2 countries, so that's just how it is, man.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful event at the end of the day. Like the world comes together to compete, right? And it's good to see it.
Yeah, it's the first victory for the U.S. team. To get this cup from 2017. So the business started all the way in Finca Cortesin in Spain. Whenever they had the tie that Miguel already mentioned. However, this now is going to be turning. This actual tournament now is going to turn to even side. So it's going to go now even. So right now we're in 24.
1-1.
1-1 now, so it's gonna be opposite from the males. So you won't see them together. So it's gonna be really interesting on it. So as well. So we will see how everything turned out. However, those were the highlights for me on the last day. The Europeans making a run for it and actually tried to get it, but at the end they couldn't. The U.S. team was too strong. Shout out to my girl. Alison Corpus. I love the way that she played. She played awesome. I love the vibe.
She dominated.
Yeah, I love the vibe that Nelly and what is her name? I think it was Corpus. It was
Lexi brings a good vibe. That big smile first.
Yeah, it was Megan Kahn. So So those two, whenever they paired up, and the first day, a sight to see. They were like bobbing, singing, they were dancing, they were playing.
Oh yeah, they were happy.
They were
happy out there.
They were playing completely free. So that's hard to
free,
do
yeah.
whenever so much is going on in your shoulders. You carrying the flag.
That's why the pairing
everybody.
is very important. That's why the pairings are really important, because you got to pair not just two great players together. They got to be a chemistry. They got to be some type of relationship. They got to like they had to be. It's like me and you when we were in high school. We sat down and we ate together for lunch, and you saw us together. And who are you gonna pair together, right? The people, they sat with lunch. The best friends. There's girls out there, that they on the off season they hang out. So it's not just a pairing of, oh, these are our best players. Let's put them versus the best player. No, there's a strategy that has to be thought here. There's a, who's go with this? Who's gonna pick up this person if they're down, and who's gonna push this? So it's a lot of thought into these team events. So just to say, the least. And remember, these girls would beat any of us, man, at any tee, at any amateur,
day.
Anybody that thinks that they can golf and they know golf and they can go up with one of these girls. See one of these girls.
Even if she goes to the tips and you go to the females, if you go to the front to the females, it don't matter. It don't matter. They coming for you. So
you go with your best day versus their best day.
Honestly, this weekend on that side, the World of Golf won. On the female side, that was outstanding. It's something crazy it's just different. Like they say, whenever you playing for yourself, and then whenever you playing for your country,
it's a
It's
lot.
just
that
something
pride
different.
Hits.
Yeah, it's something different. Shout out to Team USA. Shout out to Team Europe for representing Europe. It was a standing weekend.
It was good match.
It was good matches going on. Ultimately, the US had to get the redeem since 2017. So hopefully
brought it back, baby.
They brought it back, and we'll see what's gonna happen. So, with that being said, we're gonna be moving into this famous weekend. What happened with LIV? All right, jumping quickly to LIV.
Is hot.
LIV is hot, ladies and gentlemen. It's in another level. Okay. So once again, LIV was on Chicago this weekend on the, if I'm not mistaken, the Bullock, I think it is the name Bullock course out there in Chicago. Then where it was established the individual champion. So we have already an individual champion with the LIV Golf. However, in Dallas, you're gonna have the team's champions be crowned. Okay, so that's the last actually tournament. And before I keep moving forward, just I want to remind you, as we speak, the representatives from LIV and the PGA are in New York discussing how this merge is going to do, how this is going to affect the world rankings, how we're going to move forward with all this. There's some news that Miguel's going to break up here and there in a second about Jon Rahm. But talking about Jon Rahm, let's just not talk about it only. Just be about it. Let's get out here. So Jon Rahm actually came from behind and dominated LIV. In his first year, he conquered the individual championship. What you think about that, Miguel? What you got on that?
But, well, first of all, to shoot a -4 or 66 the last round to win it. Rahm ain't no. Let's get this all straightened out, right? Rahm is a PGA player, major winner. Like, he's won multiple tournaments already in the PGA. He's not no slouch. We're not talking about somebody that just came on like to the scene or nothing. Rahm can play. Let's just put it out there. Rahm can play. He has all the game to beat anybody in this world. Just for the event, right? They get. And for the individuals, right? They're competing for $18 million. This is his first season of this. Hello, did I start it? This is his first season. He already won it. So we're talking about Rahm here. We're not talking about Sonny Slouch. His caddy, $3.2 million this season. He won more. His caddy won more than somebody on the LPG. I mean, on the PGA.
On both LPGA, and PGA. Both.
Just shout out to them, right? And then what's going on with Throm is that he's in a little predicament because he doesn't have the sufficient events played on a DP tour to qualify for the Riders Cup. So for this, they're penalizing him and they're fining him if he wants to play $6 million. He's not up for these fines. He doesn't want to pay no fines for nothing. He's not a fan of these fines. He says in the comment, I'm not a fan of fines. So I don't want to pay something that I'm going to be penalized because I took a different career or a different path or whatever, and now all of a sudden this is blowing up on my face because they're salty. Are you salty because like what is so he got to qualify for 4 minimum events to play on the DP tour to be qualified to be in the Riders Cup. So this is what either he pays his fines or he's gonna have to play 4 events. He has 4 events that he could play, but it's like rushing it, right? So if he rushes them, he would probably get him in, but it's still just secure him a spot. So that's why he's like, okay, wait a minute, what am I gonna do here? Or I don't want to pay fines. I want to play golf and win tournaments, and at the end of the day, so they want to merge that onto. They're talking about that too as well, the DP and how's it going to work with them. So I don't think it's it all got to come to. Remember, there's another league. It's like there's another sheriff in town, and when there's an old sheriff and a new sheriff, guess what? They're going to try to prove each other. They're going to try to go back and forth with all these different leagues until they get some type of agreement here, but right now,
hopefully you can play.
Everybody's pulling for their side and what they can benefit out of everything, right? So hope they can get it together, and because now there's another league, another huge league. Like there was already leagues, Agent Tour, the DP Tour, all these leagues already were established. So now being a big league, how do you just merge it in there?
Not a big fan. I hope once again every time we come out and talk about this, we always say the same thing. So I hope they come around and merge it. A lot of the senior key players will love to compete against the best players in the world. They don't want to go and compete with half of them. You know what I'm saying? So a good merge should be established and communicated. I love LIV. I love the concept. I love how they do it. They just bring something different for it.
It's about the world's ranking, though. Like, who's going to be number 1 in the world?
Yeah, for all this big tournaments like Ryder Cups,
not leagues talking about in the world. We're talking about everything.
Like,
how do we determine the number 1 in the world?
So it's a big step to make, and they have to do it like properly. If not, something is gonna not fit. So we will see how that is handled. Hopefully the LIV representative and also the PGA representative can come to a better conclusion. So it's not. And once again, I hate whenever they tell us like, oh well, LIV can't play with the PGA. Hello, they're playing already with the PGA, the majors. So that concept doesn't. They're already doing it already. So they're playing on the majors. Wow, guy. And oh, by the way, they're not playing 1. They're playing 16. Of the LIV tournament.
You know what it is?
There. So, of course. It has to be. It has to.
They saw those 100 millions in these contracts, and we want a piece of that. Yeah. How do we get in it? And if you guys want to come over here, okay, we want money.
So how do we benefit? Can we make a tournament? Can we make a tournament where we merge? Together.
And then could you guys pay us millions of dollars to our players too, to the DP and to this and that? You could give us that money too.
Like I bet you this time around they're gonna feature not only the majors but the big feature tournaments. What's it called? The oh my god, the
signature events or
the signature events. I bet you they're gonna add the signature events to this. I guarantee that's what's gonna happen. So if they do,
we always try to get to a conclusion, but it's just so tougher than the surface that we.
It is crazy. So going back to Rom. So Rom came from behind and actually won the tournament. But let me tell you something. Rom has been John Rom has been hot since he started. So let me tell you, like he's been a top 10 player all season long. His worst finish was 10. All right. And then to finish the season, in between that, the Olympic that you don't really know how that went. He was ahead and everything in the back nine just went south, and he didn't even medal. But facing all that, so prior to going to the Olympics, he wins in the United Kingdom, in the UK. He wins out there, so he comes to the Olympics. That's a failure whenever he got there. So he comes back into it, and then he gets a second place, and then he goes and finished yesterday on Chicago. He finished by winning the tournament. There's no excuse that he won or nothing, because most of the year our boy Neyman was actually ahead. So he took the lead on the second tournament. Actually, he took the lead on the second tournament, on the second to last tournament. He took the lead, and he never looked back after that. So at one point they were close. They were the first day they were paired up too as well. The top three was paired up. It was Hatton, Rom, and Neyman together. In the first day, there was bombs everywhere. That was crazy because they were looking at each other and they was like going after each other. So it was really interesting to watch that. John Rom had complete control of the tournament itself. So he started pretty good, but what benefit him even in like Saturday and Sunday was the wind factors, because it was not no birdies to get out there because of the wind. Also, on the last day, the course, the Bolingbrook course, it was softer, so you could go after the hole. The problem was that was windy, so the approaches were not as easy as you could. So the interesting thing that yes, he won the individuals with $18 million, but he also won the tournament. So he actually left Chicago with $22 million in his pocket. And actually, let me bring it back. He also left a little bit more than that, because he got second place on the team's event. The Crushers, the one that are next to them,
Crushers, DeChambeau won $3 million share the team. Yep.
So he got, I think he has around $23 million with second place. If you divide it, I bet you he didn't get that team. He told the team just to split it in three.
Winning a championship ring and 18 million bonus, not to mention the 4 million winners check for the week of that. So yeah,
like
three shots ahead of Sergio.
So like I was saying, so the product of Barrica, Spain, actually took it out the first year. He won it. This is for me. This is one of the things that make them different, meaning them LIV. So this is the actual ring that he won. So it was crazy for him to win this ring on his first year. So, like I previously stated, he walked out of there with 22 million. I think some change, but I think he just gave it up to the team. The ring. Let's talk about this ring. 5.78 carats of white diamond. All right, so that's what you see there. The 1.2 carats of natural green that actually glows in the dark. So the green carats in there, or emeralds, they glow in the dark. On top of that, the 1 carat block of diamonds and the 14 carat of gold and 84 grams. So to say the least, that is like as big as a football ring.
Championship. Look, it has its own QR code.
So the hidden thing on the QR code, so you see there, so that's a ball marker. So if you want to put out there, you know what I'm saying, just go out there in front of it. That's a ball marker.
Scan that real quick, I'm sure.
That you turn it out, you turn it upside down, you can scan it, and it will get you to the link of the winning moment in your cell phone. So whenever he can mark the ball, and then he can turn it around and be like, yo, check this out. Boop. And then you take you to that moment, that last putt that he made whenever he won.
That's something the PGA Tour can learn.
Dude. For that only.
That's sick.
So just
I'll be like,
imagine him.
I'll be like 2 inches away. No. Let me mark my ball real quick. 2
Wait a
inches.
minute.
My turn.
So yeah, yo, that could happen. That could happen when one of these bro. I will bring it up. I will use it as my marker. I swear I will. I swear I would.
That is.
I
Is
would.
that the ring on his pinky finger? Is that the ring on the pinky finger?
On the pinky, yeah. That's the ring right there. On both of them, he already has it. So the funny thing is that he had to put it in his pinky because it couldn't fit. He said he had sausage fingers, so he got fatty fingers. So they had to like rearrange it and then make it fit
a little bit.
Yep. And then he's gonna make it fit. They already told him like, don't worry about it. We're gonna fix it or whatever. And the press conference, they said it there. Don't worry about it. We're gonna make it fit. For next time. Obviously, at the time, you couldn't know if Neyman came from behind or whatever.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah. So they give it to
they
him.
They make
right
a normal size, I guess, in the average size.
Exactly. So it was pretty awesome. Legion 13, first year, their captain win it. You get this big ring that is like humongous. Hopefully he wears it. I want to see him wear it in the Masters. They have that dining. They have that dinner before the Masters starts.
Just be like, hey guys, how's it going? Put his hands on the table.
Have his green jacket. And then have that ring there. Oh my god, that's gonna be sick, bro. Sick.
How you guys doing? How you guys doing over here?
Y'all doing all right? y'all doing great. Because I'm doing like this. I'm doing outstanding. I just don't want to.
Fantastic on this side of the world.
So how
what? But it's
how outstanding that is. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. It's crazy.
And then have that trophy. Look at that big ass trophy you get to put in
and then the trophy right now. Miguel. That
the
is
money
so
is
sick.
Crazy on that
I will use that ball marker on the Masters. I swear I would. No lie. I would. So moving into the teams event. So we already know the individual, our boy over there is chilling with his new ring out there. So
but I know this doesn't change. This didn't change, but obviously
this didn't change for nothing. Teams now they got a larger lead now. However, just like the top two finished in here, current standing, that's how they finished actually on this tournament. If Jon Rahm would have made his, I think it was like 20 feet putter or whatever,
he would have then he would have got into the
they would have got into a playoff hole. So they would have gone to playoff. He would have made it, but he didn't make it. So it was okay. Actually, the Crushers won it. So right now, the Crushers have 208.50, and then the Legion 13 has 200. So it's so crazy that, first year, the captain, Jon Rahm, already won the individuals. Now they have a chance to win the teams. You imagine if Legion 13 wipes everybody up in the first year?
Bro. First of all, he'll make a lot of money than 90% of the PGA Tour.
What? They're going for it. So they coming. They coming. Oof. I don't know. And the Crushers.
That's why people it's tough for them to. That's why they did that's why it's tough not to join that league.
Yeah, it is. It is a toughie. And the Crushers with Paul Casey. With Paul Casey and Charles Holmes and Anirmi Lahiri. So he's that team has to bring it because
as collective, they gotta let's get together, let's make this happen in between win your match, win your round, because we can make it. Yeah, we can't.
You can't let Legion 13. You can't let Legion 13 in the first year. Wipe you guys off.
You go like this. They're like this in the back mirror, and when you look in the back, they're like right there.
Yeah, this cannot happen. This cannot happen. So it's gonna happen. They're gonna be going down here so next tournament will be in Dallas. It's gonna be on the Morito Golf Club. in Dallas. It's gonna be this weekend, 22nd.
This week.
So
It's this week.
So yep, it's this weekend coming up. So
tune in, and we'll probably have it right. We'll be ready to have all the information on Monday for you guys.
Another team championship. We have the President's Cup going on at the same time. The LPGA has another tournament going on this weekend as well. So it's going to be hot as well for golf. So this is everything that we have for today, and we call golf. Thank you for being with us as always. It was fun. We do this because we love the sport, and
we love talking about this.
It is golf is something else. It's just extremely challenging. I can't even break it down.
By the way, I shot at 80 today. Just
get him out there. I haven't shot nothing in a minute, so I was
throwing it out there. Whoever,
but I got to jump on it here soon. So Miguel, what you got to close out?
Listen, I do appreciate it. Listen, this is what we do. This is what we love to do. Please go visit your local golf course. Go see a local professional. Go buy some regular clubs. Go hit the ball for the first time. You would understand what we're talking about on the show. And whoever is a golfer, you already know what we're doing. We just love golf. We're just junkies.
Guaranteed.
It's just what we love to do. We do appreciate the support. Like, share, subscribe, anything that you guys can support us with. We're bringing you this content. Obviously, right? We're working on new programs, new things, innovating. We're going to get more sponsors. We're going to be in more live events. So tune in, and I appreciate all of everybody that does tune in.
Hey, once again, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Any shares, remember, they're for free. Please share it. This is just content. Like Miguel,
doesn't cost you nothing. Just doesn't cost you.
Just click, just share it, subscribe, tell your buddies about this junkies right here that you see. Also, remember we have the other programs as well. On Wednesday, we got We Call Golf with this gentleman right here as well. We call football. I'm sorry. We call football. We're gonna be in there Wednesday. On Thursday is the We Call Sports main main show. Then on Saturday, we have the We Call Wrestling. And obviously on Monday, you have We Call Golf. All right. Thank you for being with us today. And remember, if you got a closet in there, go ahead and hang this up.